faithfully delivering value, interpreting great books worldwide. Hello, this is Sally's Book Talk. Hello, I'm Shor Yuan, Chief Editor of Sally's Book Talk. 2 weeks ago, I recommended a book list in our program. Some listeners left comments with questions I didn't reply to because I thought we could discuss them in the show. The listener named Fuman Kyankun asked, as an introvert who's not good at conversation but wants to grow, what books should I listen to? I recommended The Power of Introverts and The Introvert Advantage. Both books discuss how introverts can understand themselves and interact with the world. Another listener asked for insurance sales techniques, so I suggested The Sales Bible. The links to all three books are below. Some mentioned disliking economics books. Actually, we often see such comments disliking finance, literature, etc. We completely understand. Think of it this way. If workplaces have psychological comfort zones where people feel secure, book preferences have comfort zones too. They're shaped by past reading experiences, personal tastes, and values. Next week's book features a protagonist with distinct reading preferences. The Royal Game by renowned Austrian author Stefan Zweig. The protagonist is Dr. B, an Austrian aristocrat. During 122, he was interrogated under house arrest by Nazis for relaying intelligence, though not tortured. Beyond irregular interrogations, they isolated him completely. No reading materials, no conversation. Dr. B sank into this void of existence. Day and night, his senses received no nourishment whatsoever. By chance, he stole a book from a Nazi officer. What book was it? Dr. B hoped for something spiritually uplifting, not light entertainment, but worth studying and memorizing. For example, poetry, preferably works by Goethe or Homer. It seems this doctor is a literature lover, but he was disappointed. This book is a chess manual, a collection of 150 famous chess games. If the Nazis hadn't boarded up his window, he would have angrily thrown the book out. But fortunately, the doctor in the cell had no choice but to start reading this book. You probably know what happened next. He became a chess master. He could recognize each grandmaster's playing style, just like identifying a poet by reading a few lines. At first, chess was just to pass the time, but later it became a joy. He said, great chess games made the strategists feel like dear friends entering his lonely world. With these endless diversions, the silent cell became vibrant every day. I really like his metaphor. Reading a book is like making one or a group of friends. Some people you might never befriend in a lifetime, but books let us meet and know wise individuals. By secretly practicing chess, Dr. B's mind became revitalized. Through constant mental training, he grew sharper than before, especially during Nazi interrogations, never showing flaws. I doubt any publisher would print on a chess manual that it sharpens your mind and resists fascist persecution. Similarly, I can't tell you what enlightenment a book you disliked might bring. Here's what's recommended for next week's programs. On Monday, we'll broadcast Playful Parenting, which tells parents how to connect with children through play and inspire courage. On Tuesday, we'll broadcast Packers and Painters. This book is a collection of essays by Paul Graham, the father of Silicon Valley startups, discussing hackers' hobbies and work methods. On Wednesday, we'll broadcast OKR Work Method. The OKR Work Method is a new model popular in Silicon Valley. This book explains how this work method is formulated and implemented. For Thursday, we've prepared technical analysis of stock trends, hailed as the Bible in securities trading. Although the book is titled Technical Analysis of Stock Trends, its trading methods are also useful for futures, forex, and other financial derivatives. This Friday, we're broadcasting a book called Obsession with the subtitle How to Love and Betray Normally. It's a book that teaches people to avoid being hurt by love and restore health to their emotional lives. On Saturday, we'll broadcast The Royal Game. You'll hear teacher Yunyuetwe's full and brilliant interpretation. Don't miss this great episode. Finally, we have a little interaction. A friend of mine says he loves listening to Sally's book talk while walking his dog. And I enjoy listening to Sally's book talk while petting my cat. How about you? When do you enjoy listening to Sally's book talk? Feel free to leave comments and likes below the episode. For the top 3 commenters, we'll send a small gift. Choose between a book or wine. All right, see you next week.